Hey, National Radon Defense dealers, we have got a new update to Radon Shield that we're going to be rolling out to you. So use the link that we're going to send you in an email and download the latest version of Radon Shield, and you'll have access to some new features within inside the software. And I'm going to turn around, hop on my computer, and share my screen with you and walk you through some of these changes that you'll see in Radon Shield. So I've logged into Radon Shield. I'm going to go ahead and start a proposal or presentation so I can show you what's changed here. First off, nothing's changed on the About Us section. Nothing's changed really on the customer information section. We did make some enhancements on the house information section. So this is what the information you're going to be entering in will drive your proposals. So what we did is we looked at some of the other opportunities we have beyond just a single family home radon mitigation system. And we have opportunities to do multifamily radon testing, multifamily radon mitigation, new construction of apartment buildings. We're getting pulled into a lot of those projects as a network. And also soil vapor intrusion mitigation is a big opportunity for us. So, you know what? I wanted to make it easy for you to quote those jobs and give you some standard pricing and proposal language. And we have a great tool in Radon Shield. We might as well leverage that. So that's what we've done here. So I'm going to get into explaining how those four additional quoting tools work. But for right now, I'm just going to show you what's changed in the single family home quoting. So as you can see, nothing's changed here. You can still choose between basement, crawl space, or multi foundation. You enter in your radon level here, the method they tested. If there's a crawl space, you plug that in. The number of extraction points, let's say there's 2, so it's going to add an additional one for you. If there's a sump pit, is there a pump in the pit? One of the things we've changed, though, is the location of the radon fan. You can now decide, is this an exterior fan? If it is, then in the depressurization system presentation, you're just going to see the exterior fan slide. And then if you chose interior fan, then you're just going to see that slide. If you choose undecided, you'll see both. Okay, so I'm just going to choose exterior fan. And then let's go relative humidity of 55%, and let's seal 20 feet of cracks. All right, let's continue here. So now the other change we made is in the accomplished lists. The first accomplished list, we have not changed. It's still reduced radon depressurization system. The second one is reduce radon particles and improve indoor air quality filtration. That's obviously the presentation about the Breathe Easy air cleaner. Now, we're not including any other products in that. It's just the Breathe Easy air cleaner. On the ventilation, reduce radon and improve indoor air quality with ventilation. You can select that, and that's just the ERV presentation. Prevent mold and reduce odors, UVC light technology. You select that, and that is the Breathe Easy UVC light presentation only. Okay, and then we have prevent mold and reduce humidity. That's Sandy Dry or Sedona. Prevent sump pump failure, that hasn't changed. And then we added an accomplished list and presentation for duct cleaning services. We have a lot of dealers that do air duct cleaning, and they quote those jobs on radon appointments. And so we included that in here, and you can select that and see a presentation and build that into your proposal. Now, if you don't do air duct cleaning and you don't want that to show up, you can go into your admin database, deselect that accomplished list, and it will be removed from the presentation here. Okay, we move on. And in the depressurization system presentation, we've just enhanced it with some better pictures, some larger pictures. We got feedback that our pictures were too small, so we made some better pictures. I'm going to skip along here. Very similar slides. Oh, by the way, in the premium radon fan, if you use and switch to the low voltage fans, in the admin database, you can select low voltage fans, and then you'll see a low voltage fan slide here instead of this slide. Okay, if you're still using the standard radon fans, you'll see this slide here. And see, notice now that it just says exterior aesthetic package. You don't see the interior aesthetic package slide. It's because I selected it as an exterior fan, right? And so we've just got some better pictures of what a fan looks like without the cover and with the cover. And then also some pictures of what it looks like with that soffit penetration. So, you know, pictures sell, and the more pictures that you can share with the homeowner, it helps them make their decision. We've enhanced the extended warranty, extend the life. We brought that slide back, but we still have the embedded GIF video that shows and explains how this works and how we're able to offer a 10-year warranty if we install that fan moisture guard into the system. We also got feedback on our muffler video. I know that we shot that in my conference room. So we went out and shot a video in the field, and we have a great video now that shows the muffler and really does a good job with the noise difference in an attic space. And so it's a live system putting on that muffler before and after, and I think that's going to really help you guys sell more of those. Products really haven't changed from the depressurization presentation. So now with the Breathe Easy, reduce radon particles and improve indoor air quality. We added a slide here to give some nice pictures of what it looks like and how it works inside the HVAC system, and then embedded that video. So when you hit let's continue, the video plays, okay? And then you go into the filter options, so you can talk about their current filter and how it's going to be better now, and then the performance. So we just really simplified that presentation, and then there's the product that you could put on there, okay? So we'll add that product and move on to reduce radon and improve indoor air quality ventilation. And so we've got a nice slide about the ERV with a picture and explaining how that core works, and the video then embedded. It starts playing, and then again, similar presentation with the winter versus summer, the performance at improving indoor air quality, and then the installation. So there's your ERV. And then the UVC light. Basically, that one is pretty simple. It is one picture. It's a simple product, right? So it's going to show, hey, we're going to clean the inside of your HVAC system with this UVC light. And you hit let's continue, and it shows the video, which pretty much says it all. And then you can add the UVC light to your proposal. So add that product. Pricing, again, can be adjusted. We have it at $3.99 here. Usually we're selling it for $4.99. So our admin database needs to be updated on my end. Then we have prevent mold and reduce humidity. This is the Sani Dry presentation with prevent humidity, and then the video. Obviously, if it's a crawl space, it's a different video than this basement video. And that hasn't changed. And then the sump pump presentation and the duct cleaning presentation are very simple. And with the duct cleaning presentation, basically it's one slide. Talk about indoor air quality with improving your ducts. And so then you have that, and you hit let's continue, and then you can price it on the size of the home. So standard size, large size, or a very large home. And then, of course, adjust that pricing accordingly based on what you guys charge for air duct cleaning. Okay, so that's really the changes on the single family presentation. I'm now going to jump out of this and hop into the presentations, or really the functionality for quoting multifamily testing and the other services. So you go right into house information. Let's say you're bidding for a multifamily radon test. The questions you need to know to do that are, is this being done with the ANSI standard, the ARS protocol, where we're testing 100% of the lower units? Or is this going to be a HUD protocol project? And then, of course, we test the upper level units too, and those are at a 10%. So you're just plugging in these data points. Let's say we're doing 100%. And let's say there's 50 units that we need to test. And then obviously the upper units, let's say we've got 10 additional tests to do on the upper units. So that's really 60 total units that we have to test. So then when you hit let's continue, there is a presentation on this. Notice how this pops up here. It's not going to pop up unless you select it. So it's really not going to get into the, you're not going to see this accomplish this item when you're doing single family home presentations. It's only going to pop up if you select it in the house information. So you'll just select that. And typically, you know what, you're not sitting down with an apartment a lot of times doing this presentation. this is more a tool just to prepare your proposal. But if you were, we do have a short little presentation about multifamily testing, and it's basically just a couple of slides talking about the standards that we follow, as well as our process for doing the testing. And then basically it's going to already populate for you pricing. And so we have built in a project price for testing. So we've set that at $1,000. So you can adjust that in your admin database to what you want. You could even put it at 0 if you don't want to charge a project price. We have 60 placements. We're calculating how many duplicates you need, how many blanks, and how many spikes and reserves. So you don't have to worry about those 10%, 5%, 3%. It's already built into our pricing formula. You'd hit add products, and then boom, there's your pricing, okay? And then you hit create your proposal, and it's going to generate a proposal for you with all the language needed. I didn't plug in a customer name there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK and open that up, and open up this PDF here of our proposal. Bring that over so you can see it. And it's going to fill in all the language, the pricing. There's going to be a blank sheet in there. The description of what you're doing, active charcoal, device placement, quality assurance measures, all spelled out in there. This, the breakdown of what you're including in this proposal. And then we've added language in there for you. So this, the details of what device you're using, the lab details, your installation details, facility support needed, and the radon report. So it even has a place for you to put in your insurance information too, and payment. So this is a template in the admin database. You can hop in there and change this language to fit your company, but I wanted to get you something to get you started to make it easy for you. So that is doing a multifamily test proposal. Now let's go back and do a new proposal for multifamily mitigation. We jump in here to house information and select multifamily radon mitigation. And so now you can see how the questions have changed. This is going to guide you through the process of quoting this. So the first thing you need to do in a multifamily mitigation for an existing structure is look at the blueprints. So yes, I did look at the blueprints. Were you able to do a walkthrough with the client? I was. Are they requiring you to do pressure field extension testing? Is that going to be part of this? Typically it's going to. So when you hit yes, it's going to put pricing in there to do that service. How many fans are needed? How many extraction points? Let's say there's 22, so you'll need 2 additional extraction points. Well, how was the test done? Is there a crawl space? You know, is there a sump pit that needs to be sealed? Let's say you've got cracks to seal. Where's that fan located? Or interior? So if it's exterior, by the way, it's going to show a cover as an option. If it's interior, you're not going to put the cover on. And then did an electrician go and inspect this job? Yes. What was the price that he quoted? $1,250 to do the electrical. Now that price is going to automatically be put into your proposal. So you've got all the data points needed to do your proposal here. O&M, that's maintenance. After you install a system, they may want you to do maintenance. And so we have a language in here for you. If you hit yes, that's going to pre-populate into that proposal and describe how you do maintenance. The pricing is not going to be put in there for the maintenance. We want to do that separately because that could really vary. But at least we can put the language in there for what we do. Okay, so that's the data points we put in there for multifamily mitigation. And then you see the accomplished list is selected there. So if you select that, it's going to take you in to this proposal. And it's very similar. Multifamily, we're doing depressurization, extraction points, fans, electrical, interior, exterior. You notice the exterior slide actually has a picture of an apartment complex with covers on it so they can see how that might look if that's what's going on. And again, you might not be presenting to this property manager or building owner. You might just be creating a proposal, which is great. You know, so we go in to add the products, and here we have multifamily depressurization systems. We priced them at $1,500. We've got 2 extra extraction points. We're doing pressure field extension testing for $1,000. We've got the electrical fee permits, multifamily mitigation in there, and then your other components of this proposal as well. So that is how the multifamily mitigation works. Now I'm going to go in and show you, and obviously you create a proposal there. We have all the proposal language for you. When you're doing a, let's see, new construction, you're going to have different questions for that too, and this will guide you through a new construction proposal. Blueprints. Is this going to be an active or a passive system, right? If it's radon resistant, well, you're not going to need radon fans, but you still need risers. And how many risers are you going to need? 20 risers? How many stories do they need to go? We have different pricing if it's just a 2-story versus 3 or more. What size of riser? Is it 3-inch pipe? Is it 4-inch? Is it 6-inch? Number of fans, if this is radon resistant, you're not going to need any. Additional extraction points. Trench, are they going to want us to dig a trench for them, or are they going to do that themselves? If so, we're going to charge for that. And then we plug in the linear feet of trenches that we're going to be doing. Do they want PVC loops, or are they okay with matting? So when we do that rollout matting, we might not need to do the trench, and we can quote it with that instead. The length of the soil collection system, so how long of the loops are we going to need, total linear feet of loops or matting, to help you, that'll basically calculate your pricing here. And then are they requesting OM&M, location of the fan again? Do they want a vapor barrier? So the square footage of that vapor barrier, let's say it's 5,000 square feet, and then you can decide between 6 mil, 12 mil, or 20 mil vapor barrier. So see how that works? We can really build out all the questions we need to create the proposal right here, and then when you hit let's continue, it'll build out your price for you. Short presentation about how we do this process, passive versus active, pros and cons, what the risers are, vapor barrier differences, trenches, mattings, and then there's all the pricing that we built in for this proposal. Okay, so get in here and play with that and get to know how this works. Let us know feedback as you keep doing these proposals. What's missing in Radon Shield? What's great in it? We can keep making enhancements to this to make it a really, really cool quoting tool. And the last thing I want to show you is just the quoting and questions for a soil vapor intrusion mitigation system. Those have changed here, and you have specific questions that are a little different for this type of project. Soil vapor ports, do they want sampling ports? Soil intrusion fans, do they want explosion-proof fans? Those are very expensive. If they do, that's a different price. And so you put the number in there, and we have pricing built in there. We have vendors for you if you need to get into that. Extraction points, sealing, vapor barrier as well, and then OM&M. So really similar to those other proposals, just different for soil vapor. So that's it. That's what we've changed for Radon Shield and enhanced for you. Again, if you have feedback from me, I'd love to hear it. And we want to keep making Radon Shield better and better and better and help you guys really maximize your radon businesses. So that's it, and hope you enjoyed these updates.